What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day and hope you all had an awesome week. I had an awesome week in regards with trading and in regards with the zones, with indices, commodities and some pairs played out nicely, which I'm going to leave it for the weekend's video. It's going to be fun. Make sure you keep an eye on weekend's video as I'm going to show you lots of entries that has happened according to how I teach you every single day. So without wasting any time, start our analysis with nat gas, gold, silver and crude oil. Starting with natural gas, what do we have? Now, it's been a while since the price is just ranging within this area. Now, let me tell you something. The longer you see the range, the stronger the push you will see. The smaller you see the range, the smaller push you will see. So as you can see, this range is here for quite a while. Now, that is why, looking at the fact, with experience I'm telling, if we break out above, it will shoot higher and it will shoot hard. Now, recently, I want to show you the historical data with an example where we had lots of panic in the traders and they were fed up from the moves. Now here, if you see, the price ranged for a while. It was, as you can see, 23 days after when the price broke above and pushed up after this double bottom pattern formed and price nicely pushed higher. Now, if you see after this push up, you see how massive and how nicely the price pushed up massively right after this range. Now, I want to show you one more range right here, which was our previous support area. And here we had a range that was longer than that. We had a push up, we had a range, and steadily price nicely shoot up. So that is why, looking at the fact and looking at the double bottom pattern here, not a very clear double bottom, but using some discretion in this type of trading, we have a similar type of pattern. It's forming double bottom, some range, and now if we break above these highs and close is very important, especially above 50 EMA. If you are close above 50 EMA, in that case the price will likely shoot higher from here. So that is why be patient, don't do panic trading. Now I have already given you the condition when to look for your sell trade. As long as we are above these lows, these rejection, this anchor level I've marked, we are not selling. So there is no point of selling at this point. And if you are wondering if this is a valid bearish engulfer, that is a valid bearish engulfer, but not one of my valid bearish entry the way I teach my students in the course. And also if you are my priority members, you have seen the kind of similar kind of entry. So it is not valid and I will not take it as a bearish entry. So I will see the exact similar condition exactly like this below these lows. If we are broken below these lows, then we have a confirmation the price will hit these levels I've already mentioned in my weekend's video. So be patient. We have a nice double bottom action, these pin bars, and looking at that, I'm still positive for natural gas, and still if the price break above and close above 50 EMA with momentum, it is not a momentum. So momentum is something, a good push up and then with a pullback. Now, if you see here, that was a good momentum. Now that doesn't mean you start buying here. After the momentum above 50 EMA, so it is not really far, not really higher above 50 EMA. So after the momentum, I want to see pullback, then a bullish condition. If there is no condition, that doesn't mean you start buying. If there is condition, yes, buy. But with a pullback entry, the way you follow me and the way I teach you how to take your trades. So that is what I'll be looking at. I'll give you a heads up. If you broke below dramatically, in that case, only then I will not start selling. But we have a very positive chance the price will then shoot and close lower. But for entries, I will look for pullbacks and bearish engulfing patterns. These are the conditions I'll be closely looking at. Still bullish for natural gas, not selling at this point. Here on Owanda, exactly the same. We are still inside the support zone. The reason I'm saying it is a good level, if you go back on weekly time frame, this level has also acted as a good level of support on weekly, on higher time frame. That is why these are the level of significance, and that is why I'm still waiting for the price to break below these levels for the sell confirmation. For now, we might get another push down, and that could be another double bottom action on this platform, and price will push up from here. So we are still inside the support. Once we are broken below, only then we are start to look for bearish trades for natural gas. If you are trading on NEMEX platform, here August and September contracts has been rolled over right here. If you see, we are still inside the support, and if you go back and see, this level acted as a level of significance in the past on the higher time frame on daily. And if you look at weekly, that is why it is a very good level. We want to see and wait till the price break and close below if you are a seller or looking for sell trades. So we are still intact. We still have a buyer and liquidity here that can still push the price higher. And for conditions, very important, break above these highs above 50 EMA is very important to see a possible pullback and keep on taking longs. For now, we are still below the EMAs, and that could be a possible sign of reversal after this sideways range, and we can still see some push up and push higher before we break above these high, and price will likely head towards a next level of resistance. So wait and see, wait for the price to give you a condition, form a condition, and don't gamble. Once we have a condition, we are good to go for our trades. Next up, we have gold. Now, as mentioned yesterday, that if we have a interest rate decision that has not been changed, in that case, we'll still see a good push up. And as you can see, since then, the price nicely pushed up because the interest rate decision was not changed and the price continue to push high. So let me show you what I've said in my last video. Event coming up in next 47 minutes is FOMC. Very major news event, and as you can see, the forecast is same. If we have a same forecast, then we have a chance that dollar will push lower and the gold will push higher from here dramatically. And of course, if the release is more than forecast, then the gold will dramatically fall from here. Nice one. So nicely pushed up around $34, and that's a good amount of push up. So at this point, what to expect from here? I'm expecting a good and deep pullback that could be above 50 EMA or at 50 EMA. And if we have a bullish engulfer, looking at the fact the price just made a new high, so we could see a retest and then a bullish engulfing pattern. If we have that, I'm going to go long from here and keep my stop loss according to the ATR, which is at this point $13 for the stop loss and $13 take profit. In case you're wondering, that is not one of my valid bullish condition. If you're wondering, that invalidates one of my entry rules. If you are my student, you know what rule is that. Now coming back on silver, nicely pushed down, and as you can see with the evening star pattern, if you don't know what evening star pattern is, I've already made a video how to identify a valid candlestick patterns, and looking at that, the price formed a valid pattern and then price pushed lower. Nicely looking at the ATR, it is 29 cents and price nicely pushed down from a 50 cents almost to ATR with the target. Here inside this zone, which is 28.83, goes up to 29.34, a trend continuation bearish area. Now if we have a bearish engulfer here, let's say we have a news event and it's keep the price below this zone, in that case technically I'll start to look for bearish trades with bearish engulfers or double top entry confirmation. So nicely pushed down. I'm still expecting some more pullbacks, so we are still bearish. If the price keep on pushing lower and stays below the EMAs after some more momentum, I will start to see some more pullback and keep on taking a shot. If you want to manage this trade right here, you can still go 1.421, which is my fixed target, which is something like this for the bigger targets if you are looking at that. So once the target will hit, I will exit and I will not hold on and stay greedy with my trades. Yes, if you want to move your stop loss to break even, that's totally up to you. We have some nice examples that happens last week where the trade hit a good reward to risk ratio targets and then quickly pushed lower. That is why very important to grab your profits out of the market, which I'm going to talk about in my weekend's video. So keep an eye. Still expecting a push lower from silver, not buying silver. Silver and gold is now moving against each other. So again for gold, deep pullback 250 EMA, and then I'm expecting a push higher. Finally, we have crude oil, nicely pushed down as mentioned yesterday. Is also heading towards this zone. Now I'm also paying attention to a possible head and shoulder pattern. If it forms, then we have a likely chance the price will push up. If not, if the price rejects a form bearish engulfer, I will go short from here. And if the price break above these highs, in that case I'll start to look for my pullback entry bullish. We have the same pattern as we had on silver. Right here with the bearish candle, price nicely pushed down from the support area that was mentioned yesterday in my video. Now that could be a possible head and shoulder pattern, and let me tell you something, crude oil works very nice with these pattern because this is my tested pattern, especially on crude oil. So if the condition meets, which we have now right here, and which is exactly like this. Now for me, we have a termination zone. Once the price hit this area, which is right here, 77.51 goes down to 76.00. Once the price hit this area and then it forms a bullish candle exactly like this, or a 382 candle like this, in that case that will be my buy signal. I'll keep my stop loss below this pattern and take profit. I will go 1 to 1. You can manage it till this termination zone right here. Once we have broken above, in that case we have an entry number 2 triggered. For now, I would exit this trade if I'm still in the trade. That was a nice $1.5 target and we are still pushing lower right here. So for now, wait and see if we have a bullish engulfers or 382 candle right here. In that case, that would be a valid entry for crude oil, and crude oil will likely push up. Now if the price breaks below these lows, only then I'll start to look for my bearish trade. For now, just looking for a possible head and shoulder pattern from my termination zone, which is right here. So keep an eye. Once we have a condition, we are good to go for our trades, and possible head and shoulder pattern we can expect from crude oil. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you're getting value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up. If you are learning something out of my videos, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.